Thank you, Karen, for that very interesting story. And now, on to local news. Our crack team of reporters have decided to do a follow-up on Mark Twain's beloved book, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. After several years of thorough investigations, myself and a few others have brought up a few facts about Jim, Huck, and Tom. Let's see what we've prepared for you in this exclusive interview, and see what a few years have done to our beloved characters.
Mr. Huck Finn, can we interrupt you for a minute? We got a few questions.
Well, I reckon you can. I mean, I gotta get back to work soon. These cabbages ain't gonna plant themselves.
Well, we'll try not to take up too much of your time. So Huck, what have you been up to all of these years?
Well, sir, I've been up here working on this here cabbage farm. You see, round about the time Jim got free, I up and bought myself a steamboat ticket and rode up all the Mississippi. Just kind of seeing the sights, and I settled up here in the northern states, and I've been planting away ever since.
Awesome. So do you regret running away at all?
No, sir. That education stuff, education, you know, that fancy stuff they teach you in school, don't need it. I mean, come on, what do they teach you that I can't learn out here? I mean, look, I got a row here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cabbages, another 5, so that's like what, 17 or something, so I think I'm good. I don't need school.
All right. So looking back, would you change anything in your life?
I think I might change my hairstyle. But, there was that one night when Tom and I decided to bust Jim out. I think it probably would have been better just to not listen to Tom, because Tom's a bit slow. I don't think he likes to think so. He likes to think he's smart because he reads the books, but he don't know nothing.
All right. Last question here. After helping Jim, has this changed any view at all about slavery or even life in general for you?
Well, I think it's dadgam blasted. I mean, slavery in general? No, I mean, look up here in the north. Do you see any slaves? I don't see any. So, I think it's just plain wrong. I mean, them working out there. Of course, mind you, at the time, I thought I was horrible. I mean, I was thinking that I was gonna go to hell for helping out these niggas, you know what I'm saying? But no, I think, you know what? There's a little bit of evil in everyone, and there's a little bit of good in everyone. And in the end, you gotta just figure out which one you want to give into, you know? Yeah, sounds about right. Well, I should probably get back to my cabbages.
All right, thank you for your time.
Nice talking to you.
Hi, Tom, could we interrupt you for a few minutes?
Oh, well, I reckon so. You're in my house.
Okay, so what have you been doing all these years?
Oh, well, I finished up school, you know. I've been reading and studying a lot. I got myself a house and a wife. Lorraine, can we get some sandwiches in here for the kind news folk? Make your own sandwiches!
Alright then, do you ever regret helping Jim?
No, not really. He was free already, so but I guess it was all okay.
Well, that's good. Yeah. Looking back, would you have changed anything?
Well, I think if we had a better gang, that would be good. Like, we could have all stayed together, and we could have all busted Jim out, could have killed the guards and plundered the booty, all that jazz.
Alright, I see. What did you feel when you found out that Huck was alive?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. At first I was scared. I thought it was his ghost coming back to haunt me. And when I realized it was him in the flesh, I was pretty happy.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Since helping Jim, have you changed your mind about slavery?
No, not really. A nigga's a nigga. You know, I got a few in my house that is working for me. I treat them fairly well, but no, my view hasn't changed too much.
Alright then. Well, thanks, Tom, for your time.
No problem.
We have now found the undisclosed location of Pap. We're gonna try and get a sneak interview. Here we go. Oh! Okay, I think we'll have to pass on that one. Let's just close that back up.
Hello there, Mr. Jim.
Hello, hang on one minute.
Could we just have a moment of your time?
Yep.
We're the interviewers. We called you earlier. We'd just like to ask you a few questions.
That's right.
So, what have you been up to these past few years?
Well, once I ran away, I got myself a nice home, built my home, started working, worked real hard, and I got real rich. Bought myself lots of luxury.
That's very impressive, I must say.
Thanks.
So, what's changed since you ran away? Do you regret that at all?
No, it was the best things I've ever done. I've been able to get my family back, been able to live in luxury without having to worry about slavery. Best thing I ever did.
That's good. And you still keep in contact with Huck?
Once in a while we send him a letter. It's nice to see that young boy is doing good for himself.
It is. What would you say has been the biggest thing in your life right now?
Well, it's getting my family back together. Was the best thing that's ever happened.
I believe that. That sounds very good. If you could change one thing, would you change anything?
Well, I'd maybe go back down and visit, and maybe try and help out some of my other slaves' friends. Maybe get them frees, because they need to live without being forced to do everything all the times.
So has your view of white people changed at all since Huck helped you get to freedom?
I've never really had a problem with white people. I wish they would just treated us black people fairly. It would have been way better. I think whites and blacks could be real good friends.
Don't we all? Thank you for your time, Mr. Jim.
No problem.
Well, wasn't that exciting? Yes, it seems that Mark Twain's beloved novel can affect everyone, all through their lives. In fact, I bet it's touched you too, hasn't it? I know that it's touched me. It's beautiful. This has been Leroy Jenkins for the Mississippi Tribunal, wishing you a good night, and please remember, don't drink and drive your carriages.